In other words, we tilted this back from perfect center. Push the wheel back from perfect center. Or push the wheel forward. Okay? Let's take an example of your bicycle. Okay, your bicycle. Step, steering handle of the bicycle, the fork of the bicycle. You notice the fork of the bicycle?
Oh, that'd be freaking bad if it
Does that?
yeah.
Okay? And some of y'all have taken that fork out and put that long, long fork in to make it to where it had that wheel way the heck out there. Okay? What did it make that car, that bicycle, what did it make that bicycle do? Besides look.
It'd be less movement on the steering wheel, but
It made it harder to steer.
But you do like everything, if you went like this.
It made it harder to steer, but it also made it naturally would seat straightness. It would seat going straight more. It wouldn't want, it took more to get it to do this type number, to turn. Made it harder to steer. It made it harder to wander on its own. It made it go straight. Now, next question. Why do rail cars have their wheels way the heck out front?
well, I mean, they're top speed cars. They don't need to turn.
Okay. And if you notice on the rail car, if you notice the line that they have through here, it's ridiculous. I mean, you're right. It is. They have a ball joint here and a ball joint here. And they have that line going as straight. Because they want that car to be hard to turn. More importantly, they want that car naturally to go straight. That's all they're looking for. Okay. Their problem is they're going straight, but they're like that most of the time. And then when they come down, if they're not going straight, they have a big problem.
Yeah, the little turns to the right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They,
a little bit.
300.
all right. So the more caster that we put into a car, the harder it's going to turn, but the straighter will it go. If we're setting up a drag car, you put a lot of caster, you want to put a lot of caster in. But if you're setting up a car that can run on the road, you don't want that much caster in. Okay. You do want it to see straightness, but you don't want it to be super hard to steer. Now, when I say super hard to steer, we run into a problem with that. We don't notice the hardness to steer. We used to when we had cars with no power steering. Okay. And that's why we had the steering wheel so big, so we could pick up some leverage. But cars with power steering, it's hard for us to tell how much caster we don't have in there, because the steering is overcoming the steering. Now, what we can tell with this is how straight the car is going, or not straight. Okay? So, that will have a bearing on it. But we can't tell the hardness of the steering anymore, because now we put power steering in our cars, and we don't feel it as much. Feel how hard it is to actually turn the steering wheel. Okay. Now, gentlemen, when you... Okay, guys, come on. Let's not be playing on this computer. Obviously, you're not where you're supposed to be. All right. When we have a car come up on, we're going to do an alignment. Number one, quite honestly, we haven't been doing this to the best. But anywhere on the car, the fixing of the car, that there is play. You have a ball joint here, and if you have this play, if there's play in it, where this wheel can physically move back